Islamic Center Darul Hijrah tidak jauh dari Washington DC menjadi tempat umat Islam dari berbagai latar belakang sholat maghrib berjamaah dan berbuka puasa bersama.
So the basis of Ramadan is to get people closer to that connection by depriving themselves of food, from drink, and from the feeding of their passions from dawn until sunset.
Berpuasa sebagai umat minoritas membuat Muslim Amerika lebih menghayati nilai-nilai agama mereka.
I practice obviously during the whole year, but during Ramadan, I become more reflective. I try, to pray more.
The holy month of Ramadan can influence somebody's character and the way they live life to a better person.
Karena puasa kali ini jatuh pada musim panas, umat Islam Amerika menahan lapar dan dahaga selama 16 jam lebih. Amerika seperti kita ketahui adalah negara yang penduduknya bukan mayoritas muslim. Karena itu kegiatan pada siang hari selama bulan Ramadan tetap seperti bulan-bulan sebelum Ramadan. Perkantoran, pertokoan, dan bahkan restoran tetap buka pada jam-jam seperti layaknya sebelum bulan Ramadan. Yang mengubah jam operasinya hanya jasa layanan bagi umat Islam, termasuk toko makanan Afghanistan ini.
During the Ramadan, of course, we stay here additional 1 hour or 2 hours until everybody finish their purchasing.
Bagi Muslim Amerika, beribadah sebagai umat minoritas justru membawa hikmah tersendiri yang tidak dirasakan saudara-saudara mereka di negara mayoritas Muslim. Dari Washington DC, Nova Purwadi dan Nadia Macid, VOA.
Jadi kalau misalnya pemirsa datang ke Washington DC, mau mencoba nginep di bed and breakfast, silakan bisa datang ke tempat
Lost Man-nya Amerika ya, Lost Man-nya Washington DC. Dapat makanan juga.
Betul, dapat breakfast namanya. Dan dari sini kita akan mengajak pemirsa juga ke tempat lainnya, ke atas atau ke
jalan-jalan ya sekitar rumah ini ya.
Tapi kita mau mengantarkan satu cerita mengenai Islam dulu ya.
Betul, jadi memang suasana bulan Ramadan di Amerika itu nggak seperti di tanah air pemirsa, karena di sini kan warga Muslim itu minoritas.
Betul.
Nah, seperti apa suasana Ramadan di Washington DC? Kita lihat dalam liputan berikut.
Sama seperti di tanah air, dalam menyambut bulan suci Ramadan, warga Muslim Amerika berkumpul di masjid untuk berbuka bersama, salat berjamaah, dan membacakan ayat-ayat suci Al-Quran, serta membantu kaum miskin. Kegiatan tersebut rutin diadakan selama Ramadan di pusat budaya Islam tertua di Washington DC.
We try to make people feel like they are in any Muslim country and Muslim community. We offer the meal to break their fast. We have more than 500 people, male and female, with their children, families.
Imam Basim Syed dari San Diego memberikan gambaran serupa.
We'll be reciting the Quran every evening. We'll be feeding the poor at iftars, and we'll be getting together to celebrate this great month in which the Quran was revealed for the benefit of mankind.
Bagi warga Muslim di Amerika, esensi Ramadan adalah waktu kesucian diri dan kesempatan untuk membantu sesama.
Ramadan is the greatest month of the year, like day of forgiveness, pray and share everything with your neighbors.
Tapi sebagai kelompok minoritas, beberapa warga Muslim mengalami kesulitan beribadah.
Mostly at work or school for students, it's harder because not everyone around you is fasting or understand what Ramadan is.
Tapi pemuda Muslim Amerika seperti Belal Said bisa mengatasinya.
I face many challenges, but I focus on Allah Subhanahu wa Taala and focus on the Quran, and these challenges become easier for me to pass each day.
I want to extend best wishes to Muslims in America and around the world.
Imam Kauji yakin kebiasaan memberi ucapan selamat Ramadan oleh Presiden Amerika Serikat setiap tahunnya membantu mendidik masyarakat Amerika tentang tradisi umat Muslim.
The President of a great country acknowledge the fact that people are fasting and that somehow share with them their feelings and at the same time make them feel that they are welcome in this country.
Imam Coach juga memanfaatkan bulan suci ini untuk meningkatkan pengertian antar umat melalui aktivitas antar agama. Dan keragaman agama di Amerika Serikat justru membuat bulan Ramadan lebih istimewa. Untuk dunia kita, tim VOA.
Dan pemirsa, sekarang kita sudah ditemani oleh Tom Bell yang adalah salah satu pemilik dari DC Guest House ini, dan kita akan ngobrol-ngobrol tentang DC Guest House ini.
Iya, betul. So Tom, tell us about DC Guest House.
Well, DC Guest House is a bed and breakfast located in the middle of Washington, D.C., roughly between 2 and 4 of the best in D.C.
What's so unique about this place?
Well, one unique quality is the amount of artwork it has.
How many do you have?
Well, we probably have about 800 to 900 pieces on display.
Wow.
Okay, with several pieces in storage as well. So maybe a total of about 1,200 pieces of art.
1,200 pemirsa. And where do they come from?
From all over the world. We have pieces. We even have a few Indonesian pieces in the house.
Yeah.
But we have Russian, we have African, we have Art Deco, Arte. We have some famous pieces by famous artists, and then we have pieces that we found at the dollar store that we just love to put out because we just like them.
Ya, nah begitu ya pemirsa, jadi bincang-bincang kita dengan Tom. Thank you for telling us about this place and the art that you have. Yes. Dan kita mau istirahat dulu pemirsa, tapi jangan kemana-mana karena kita masih punya banyak cerita setelah ini.
Buat keluarga dan teman-teman, kami mengucapkan selamat Hari Raya Idul Fitri. Mohon maaf lahir dan batin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mohon izin wal faizin. Mohon maaf lahir dan batin. Dari Washington DC untuk teman-teman di Indonesia.
Halo lagi pemirsa, masih dalam dunia kita edisi Lebaran dan kami masih berada di tengah-tengah suasana buka puasa warga Indonesia di negara bagian Maryland.
Lebaran ya, Sus, ya?
Iya, menjelang Lebaran. Namun memang suasana Lebaran pun di sini tidak semeriah di Indonesia ya, Naya?
Iya, jauh
Iya, terutama karena terjadi pada hari biasa. Jadi misalnya yang bekerja ya bekerja, yang sekolah. Iya, jadi memang suasananya biasa saja. Mungkin hanya minta izin di pagi harinya untuk sholat.
Nah, memang suasananya itu juga sangat-sangat kurang terasa, tidak seperti di tanah air, karena memang warga Muslim di Amerika itu memang minoritas ya, Sus,
sekitar
ya.
1% ya, Naya?
Hanya 1% ya dari populasi, dan itu juga estimasi yang sudah cukup tinggi.
Iya, sudah
Iya. Nah, jadi memang kehidupan warga Muslim di Amerika ini penuh dengan tantangan, tapi juga sangat beragam. Ya, baik secara etnis maupun juga secara tradisi. Dan seperti apa wajah Muslim Amerika? Kita simak liputan berikut ini.
Sebagai negara imigran, Amerika Serikat terkenal sebagai tempat meleburnya berbagai bangsa, ras, dan agama, termasuk warga muslimnya yang ditaksir berjumlah antara 4 hingga 7 juta jiwa. Seperti apakah wajah Muslim Amerika? Rasanya lebih pantas jika mereka sendiri yang menjawabnya.
Well, you're looking at it every time you look at an American Muslim, whatever they look like or whoever they are. I don't think there is one.
Depending on what community you go to or where you grow up, you see different, very, very different cultures, customs, food, that type of stuff.
For me, the real face which we need to work on to kind of clarify to the rest of America is one that is very hopeful and that is very bright and that is very optimistic.
Most people associate the face of Islam with, women wearing the headscarf and covering up. But if you look around here today, there's people of different ethnicities, different colors, different styles of dress.
Kind of like mine, professional. My community, everyone is a professional. There's tons of doctors, lawyers, engineers, professors.
The American dream, that life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that, it's such a fast-paced society that, you can achieve your dreams and you can work, 70 hours a week. But at the same time, you're also free to practice religion. I think that's really the American Islam, is combining those two.
We don't live in an environment where a corrupt regime can influence your representation of Islam. So that's why I think Muslims in America have an obligation, have an opportunity as well as an obligation to present Islam the true way.
Muslims in America are Muslims that take Islam, take the beauty of Islam, and try to spread it amongst other people that are non-Muslim. That's what we try to do. We are Muslims here, practicing our religion, and just by being good Muslims, walking around in a nation that is mostly non-Muslim, we spread our Islam.
Okay, one last question. What do you think is the face of American Islam?
That one. This is the face of American Islam. This one too. That one. Back here. Look, come on. Look, get this face in there. This is the face of American Islam right here. You know, or back over there, pan the audience. Pan, this is the face of Islam. Get this brother in right here. This is the face of American Islam.
It's very diverse.
Diverse, but unified in our commitment to our country and to making this nation better, based on the values that we hold, values around compassion, values around mercy. You know, in the Quran it also says that, you know, righteousness is not about praying to the east or to the west, but it's about helping the widows and the orphans, those who are oppressed, giving to those who ask. This is what our faith is all about.
Dari berbagai komunitas muslim di beragam kota di Amerika, versi Bidah Kuswara, VOA.
Itu tadi wajah muslim di Amerika dan ternyata sangat beragam ya.
Betul
Sus, ya?
sekali, beragam sekali. Nah pemirsa, dengan liburan tadi kita mau pamit dulu. Usai sudah dalam dunia kita episode lebaran kali ini, kita mau makan dulu nih buka puasa bersama-sama dengan teman-teman yang lain biar lebih seru.
Kita ketinggalan nih ya.
Iya, pemirsa jangan lupa untuk mengunjungi website kami di www.indonesia.com dan juga email kami ke dunia kita @voanews.com.
Dan juga jangan lupa untuk like kami di Facebook dengan kata kunci dunia kita, dan juga nonton lagi dunia kita serta program VOA lainnya di YouTube dengan channel VOA Indonesia.
Betul.
Kalau gitu kami mundur diri dulu, kami mohon pamit. Saya Aden Budianto,
Siti Tekunan dan Iman Santoso. Kita pamit dulu, kita jumpa lagi minggu depan. Dan kita juga mau mengucapkan ya selamat Idul Fitri bagi teman-teman Indonesia.
Minal aidin wal faizin, mohon maaf lahir dan batin.